Tesla sales are totally collapsing in Europe.
Tesla is collapsing, with net income down 71% in the first quarter of 2025.
All of a sudden, we've got a huge backlog of Teslas that aren't moving.
46,000 Cybertrucks have been recalled. Thousands more sit unsold in Tesla lots collecting dust. Prices have been slashed by $10,000. Viral videos show owners peeling off body panels with their bare hands, while others report doors that can crush fingers and software malfunctions that render basic functions unusable. This isn't just a product rollout gone wrong, it's a full-blown brand crisis for Tesla, and more specifically for Elon Musk. Just a year ago, the Cybertruck was hailed by Musk as Tesla's most revolutionary vehicle to date, apocalypse-proof game-changing, and a milestone in design. It was supposed to showcase the bold future of electric vehicles. Instead, it has become a cautionary tale, an ambitious vision unmoored from practicality, plagued by poor execution, and now unraveling in public view. As the company slashes prices, suspends deliveries, and recalls tens of thousands of units, investors and consumers alike are beginning to ask, has Tesla lost its edge? And is Elon Musk's personal brand now hurting the very company he helped build? This analysis traces the unraveling of the Cybertruck story through 5 critical failures, from engineering flaws and financial fallout to brand erosion, offering not just a look at one vehicle's collapse, but at a broader question of leadership, trust, and what happens when vision outpaces discipline. When Elon Musk first introduced the Cybertruck, it was framed as a bold, genre-defining moment in automotive history. Its angular design, bulletproof exoskeleton, and radical departure from traditional trucks were meant to symbolize Tesla's engineering supremacy. Over 1 million reservations were placed globally by late 2023, a testament to the hype. But now, in 2025, the product once heralded as a triumph is at the center of a growing crisis. According to Fortune 2025, Tesla was forced to recall over 46,000 Cybertrucks after discovering that the glue used to attach metal panels was failing, raising serious safety concerns about panels detaching while driving. This wasn't just cosmetic. The failures could result in hazardous debris on roads or direct accidents. Such quality issues indicate deep flaws in manufacturing oversight, especially for a vehicle so heavily marketed for its durability. Meanwhile, reports from Electrek May 2025 reveal that Tesla is now sitting on over 10,000 unsold Cybertrucks, with inventory piling up faster than the company can move vehicles off lots. In response, Tesla has slashed prices by up to $10,000 and throttled down production, essentially acknowledging that demand is far below expectations. This is in stark contrast to the initial claim that Cybertruck production would ramp quickly to meet overwhelming reservation demand. But the build quality isn't the only issue. Owners have reported operational malfunctions, including sensor failures, malfunctioning doors that risk injuring passengers, and poorly sealed body panels. Some of these issues were made public through viral videos showing body parts like fender panels being removed by hand with minimal effort. According to The Verge, Jan 2025, even Tesla enthusiasts have started voicing regret online, citing everything from overpromised performance specs to underwhelming real-world range and subpar comfort. What was meant to be an engineering icon has instead become a warning sign, an example of when vision outruns quality control. Tesla's Cybertruck was supposed to be a blockbuster. Elon Musk once claimed that pre-orders had surpassed 1 million units, fueling investor optimism and projecting the image of a product that could rival the Ford F-150 in the electric pickup segment. But fast forward to mid-2025, and Tesla is facing a growing financial liability, thousands of unsold Cybertrucks, millions of dollars in idle inventory, and a softening EV market just as competition ramps up. According to a report from Electrek May 2025, Cybertruck inventory has ballooned to over 10,000 units, a record high since production began. Despite early demand projections, the actual sell-through rate has drastically underperformed, leading Tesla to slash prices by up to $10,000 just to stimulate movement. Even with these steep discounts, the Cybertruck remains one of the slowest-selling vehicles in Tesla's lineup. The inventory glut has forced Tesla to scale down production, halting factory expansion plans tied to the truck and quietly reassigning staff. In addition, Fortune April 2025 reported that early Cybertruck models do not qualify for U.S. federal EV tax credits due to price thresholds and component sourcing issues, further undercutting their value proposition for cost-conscious buyers. Resale value is another growing concern. According to user reports and secondary market listings, Cybertrucks are depreciating faster than any other Tesla model, largely due to their highly specific design, questionable reliability, and growing association with brand controversy. Tesla has reportedly refused to accept trade-ins of Cybertrucks in several regions, a rare move that signals a lack of internal confidence in the product's liquidity. All of this comes as Tesla's competitors, including Ford and Rivian, offer more affordable and broadly appealing EV trucks with fewer delays and more traditional utility. While Tesla invested heavily in the marketing and manufacturing of Cybertruck, it now finds itself holding an asset that costs more to store than it returns in value, a classic case of high capital, low turnover inventory. What was meant to be Tesla's next big growth engine is instead shaping up to be a drag on earnings and a lesson in the risks of hype-driven product cycles. The Cybertruck hasn't just stalled on the road, it's stalled Tesla's momentum in the critical EV truck race. While Tesla has long cultivated a fiercely loyal fan base, the Cybertruck has shaken that foundation in a way no previous model has. Once considered a cult status pre-order, the vehicle has quickly become a symbol of overhype and underdelivery, leading to widespread disillusionment not only among mainstream buyers but also within Tesla's own community of advocates and resellers. One of the most visible signs of this erosion is in the secondary market. On platforms like Cars and Bids and AutoTrader, Cybertrucks are now being listed below MSRP, with some early owners reportedly losing up to 20% of their vehicle's value within months of delivery. This is highly unusual for a Tesla product, particularly one with initial scarcity, which historically retained strong resale value. But unlike the Model 3 or Model Y, the Cybertruck's limited practicality and growing list of mechanical problems have turned it into an undesirable trade-in. According to reports covered by The Verge and Electrek, Tesla has declined Cybertruck trade-ins at select service centers, citing uncertain resale value and low market demand. This rare policy move has stunned customers, especially early adopters, who believed the vehicle would appreciate in value or at least hold steady. In response, frustrated owners have taken to Reddit, X, Twitter, and YouTube, voicing their regret and criticizing both the product and Tesla's unwillingness to offer support or buyback options. But the confidence crisis runs deeper than pricing. Many buyers have expressed embarrassment or discomfort driving the Cybertruck, not just due to its aggressive design or technical flaws, but because of its strong political and cultural association with Elon Musk himself. As Musk has become increasingly polarizing, often using his platform to promote divisive ideas or feud with critics, some consumers have come to see the Cybertruck as less of a vehicle and more of a statement they no longer want to be associated with. Resellers and used car dealerships have also taken note. Several outlets have reduced or completely paused their willingness to carry Cybertruck inventory, concerned that the vehicle's value curve is both steep and unpredictable. In the eyes of many in the automotive trade, the Cybertruck is no longer an asset, it's a risk. Ultimately, the loss of confidence from customers and resellers marks a critical turning point. Tesla is no longer just dealing with a product defect, it's facing a brand credibility crisis fueled by unmet expectations, weak resale performance, and an image problem that even price cuts can't fix. One of the most damaging developments in the Cybertruck saga has been the scale and speed of its mechanical failures, culminating in what is now Tesla's most high-profile recall in recent memory. In April 2025, Tesla issued a recall for 46,000 Cybertrucks, citing multiple defects that could pose safety risks to both drivers and other road users. For a vehicle marketed as indestructible, this level of retraction has cast serious doubt not only on the Cybertruck's engineering but also on Tesla's entire quality assurance process. What makes this recall particularly alarming is that it came just months after deliveries began, indicating that Tesla either underestimated the severity of early complaints or rushed the vehicle through final QA phases. Critics, including former Tesla engineers quoted in The Verge, argue that Cybertruck development was fast-tracked to meet public expectations, sacrificing proper validation and road testing protocols in the process. To date, there has been no official recall for battery-related defects or full powertrain failures, but owners and third-party testers have reported inconsistent performance in range regenerative braking and software updates. Several analysts believe additional recalls are likely, particularly as more units reach public roads and encounter real-world driving conditions beyond California test routes. Tesla has publicly downplayed the scale of the problem, characterizing the issues as minor adjustments. But the numbers and the urgency with which the company moved tell a different story. In contrast to previous minor recalls for over-the-air fixes, These Cybertruck problems require physical service interventions, making the process slower, more expensive, and harder to manage at scale. The bigger concern may be what this signals about Tesla's internal operations. For a company that once prided itself on engineering excellence, the Cybertruck recall raises uncomfortable questions. Has quality taken a backseat to marketing? Is Tesla prioritizing speed over safety? And most importantly, can it regain consumer trust before reputational damage becomes irreversible? The Cybertruck was never just a vehicle, it was a symbol. For Elon Musk, it represented the edge of innovation, the break from convention, the tangible embodiment of thinking different. But as the reality of its failures mounts, it has become clear that the Cybertruck is no longer a brand builder, it's a brand liability. Unlike Tesla's earlier successes, the Model S, Model 3, and even the Model Y, which were developed through iterative design and market feedback, the Cybertruck was Musk's personal project shaped by his vision and largely insulated from traditional automotive norms. Its controversial aesthetic stainless steel armor and radical utility claims were reflections of Musk's disruptive ethos. But now that the product is widely seen as impractical, buggy, and unsafe, the personal nature of its development has come back to haunt both Tesla and Musk. The failure of the Cybertruck has caused cracks to appear not just in the product lineup, but in Tesla's brand perception as a whole. What was once viewed as the leading edge of EV innovation is now being described by analysts as a company coasting on hype, prioritizing attention over execution. According to recent consumer surveys cited by Morning Consult and Fortune, Tesla's favorability among non-loyalist buyers has declined, with many citing the Cybertruck's rollout and Musk's polarizing public persona as major turnoffs. Furthermore, the Cybertruck has drawn new lines in Tesla's consumer base. Enthusiasts may still defend it, but mainstream buyers, families, professionals, fleet operators are beginning to look elsewhere. Legacy automakers like Ford with the F-150 Lightning and Rivian are offering cleaner, more reliable EV trucks without the controversy. In this context, Tesla is losing the middle ground where brand trust and product consistency matter most. Even institutional investors are taking notice. Recent reports from Bloomberg suggest that concerns about Cybertruck's marketability and Musk's distractions, ranging from X, formerly Twitter, to political controversies, have contributed to volatility in Tesla's stock performance. What was once Tesla's biggest asset, its charismatic visionary CEO, may now be viewed by markets as an increasingly unpredictable variable. Cybertruck isn't just a bad product, it's a warning sign. Bold vision becomes dangerous when it lacks execution quality control and accountability to real users. Tesla doesn't need sharper angles or stainless steel hype. It needs to rebuild trust with its drivers, its investors, and its future.